You want a silver lining? Here's a silver lining.
There is a silver
A little
lining.
more sleep last night.
Oh, are you kidding? I went to bed 11:30. Here's the silver lining. We're not going to lose to the Penguins.
You can't lose the Pens if you
Can't
don't
lose the
get to
Pens.
them. I guess that's true.
Can't lose to the Penguins.
That's
yeah,
true.
But it's kind of embarrassing to lose, possibly get swept by the Blue Jackets
Well, it's
in the
humiliating.
first round.
No, Cakes, it's humiliating.
It's
But at least you're
gross.
not going to lose to the Penguins
Well,
again.
we may have talked to Barry Trotz for the last time last week.
My guess is we have.
We may have.
For the
He's a
last
really nice
time.
guy, too.
It's very
nice guy, I
possible.
like him. Just
I
didn't
don't-
work out.
I don't blame him. Just didn't happen.
Won
I mean,
a bunch. Great regular
statistically,
season coach.
when you look at the stats, I mean, the Caps just dominated. Now, they did have a dreadful second period, and the stats don't really seem to account for that when you look at it as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, the shots, it's crazy.
I mean, Barry Trotz's MO
54.
usually is not to get past the second round.
Was it 54?
1-goal games. I mean, you are in the hole, but like I said, 2-5 when they're down 0-2
You would
in
rule one
recent
out.
playoff
The Caps
history.
coming back
Yeah,
to
but
win.
if you look at
But I believe that they would lose to the Penguins in the next round. I mean,
Yeah.
Sidney Crosby's got 4
I'd
goals
rather
already.
lose now and be done with it. I'd rather just put it behind us. So
So just get swept?
it's inevitable.
I like
Does
the
can this
sweat.
team win the Stanley Cup?
No.
All right, so let's just be done with it.
Hope it could get hot. Unlikely, but it could.
I would love for that to happen.
Bobrovsky had 52 saves last night.
Oh, you had 52.
I mean, like, I want to give credit where credit's due. Ovi
Is
was
that good?
52.
Is 50,
Oh,
is
Ovi
that a
was-
big number?
Is it a franchise record? Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Ovi was
good.
skating his ass off. 2 big power play goals. He played a ton of minutes in the third period. He came back on defense, was helping out. It just wasn't enough.
Still just not good enough.
Just not enough.
Well, they're better. They got a better goalie. They're better on the power play. They play smarter. They're better.
Who's better on the power play?
Percentage-wise, they're better on the
Okay,
power
maybe
play.
in this series, but not
What, in the
overall.
regular season?
Heading into the playoffs, they weren't.
I don't care about
They weren't
heading.
Heading into the
close.
playoffs, they were terrible
I
on the
don't
power
care
play.
about
Weren't they
heading
terrible on
into
the
the
play?
playoffs.
And killing a power play, they were pretty mediocre. Weren't they in the 20s?
The Jackets, I believe, are 26th in the league in the penalty kill
Yeah.
Yeah.
prior to the series.
I don't care about heading into the playoffs.
I know.
You know what I care about? The playoffs.
Sure, I do too.
And they look like they should be the higher seed.
Might only have 2 playoff games left to watch.
Well, I think they
Probably.
wear the town's doubts
Sure.
on their jerseys. You know what I mean? It's hard to
So
it's
they
hard to
feel the
escape
pressure.
It.
They feel the pressure of
Yes,
that.
it's there. It's
I
in the
think
back of their
it's
mind.
natural.
They're not
It's-
thinking about it. It's just in the back of their mind.
It's natural. To
They're
to
also
feel it.
not that good. We need to be honest. The expectations this season was they weren't going to be as good as they've been in years past, and they outperformed what the expectations
yeah, but
were
the
during the
expectation
regular
might have been
season.
wrong. They did outperform
Possibly,
it, but it might have
except
been wrong. Doesn't mean it was right.
When you looked at some of those metrics that all the analytical people look at, they felt like it was a fraudulent team.
What do you think? They're
and
just
they had
lucky?
defensive problems. They won a lot of close games. They really
Yeah,
did.
I
They
don't
didn't
know.
have the
You-
goal differential that the better teams in
That's
the
a
NHL
that's
had.
a pretty big sample size over
It
80
is.
82
It is,
games.
but JP's right in the sense that, you know, we had Greenberg and these guys talking about their 5-on-5 Corsi percentage and everything, and that there were indicators that a playoff disappointment was likely.
Mhm.
Don't disagree. But just the way they lose in spectacular fashion, oftentimes kind of quickly, it's worse than what you would think it would be.
The most annoying thing to me is they can't build on those 2-goal leads. Make the 2-goal leads
Stand up, yeah.
Make them 3 and 4-goal leads somehow. You have to. You can't let the other team always hang around, because if you're the Caps, they always come back and they always bite you.
Well, the
Every
narrative
single
changes,
time.
too, for the Capitals every year. And if you want to chime in, 800-636-1067. I saw people on social media saying, blow up the team, get rid of the GM, because
They always say,
remember
blow
they
up.
brought in McClellan took over,
Yeah.
but he was an in-house guy.
Sure.
And so feeling like you need an out-house guy. And Trotz is probably done. And there are all these different theories, and you can chime in 800-636-1067. But the narrative was supposed to be different this year in that, well, this year they didn't have a huge lead, so they actually had meaningful
Right.
games
The
down
whole,
the stretch.
Hey, maybe being under the radar is best for the Caps this postseason
Right.
run. Maybe that's the approach we're going
And
to take.
Cakes,
this
what do
year
you
I
we're
like
supposed to
that.
have.
I like that
This
thought,
year we're supposed to
Cakes.
have the hot goalie in Grubauer.
Right. You asked me what I want to
Yeah,
happen
what do you want
going
to happen?
forward?
Yeah.
If they want to take a bunch of sticks of dynamite to it
Blow it
and
all up.
blow it to a billion pieces, I'm fine with that. Because, hello, there has been playoff success with this core group of Washington Capitals. If you have a good deal on the table to move Nicholas Backstrom, go ahead. If somebody would take Alex Ovechkin to make We don't think they would at this point because of his advancing age. Even though
He's
he put
not
up
going
great
anywhere.
numbers,
You know he's not going anywhere.
I would be fine with it because you know what? It's not working with this group. Whatever this group has, whatever mojo they have, it's bad. They've got the bad juju. They just do.
Yeah,
And I would be fine with, Carlson, he's going to move on. Some reason to be, a puck-moving and scoring defenseman. More power to you. I'm fine with them just
but you know what's going to happen?
blowing up the whole
They're
thing.
going to tease you in this series. They're just going to tease you.
Of course.
How?
They'll win game 3.
They'll win game 3, maybe win game 4, come back here, lose game 5, maybe win game 6.
It's
They're
fine.
just going
I'll
to
be
tease you
there.
that way.
I will be there forever for every stupid heartbreak. I'm going to be there.
Just take a
But-
look at Caps Pens 2017.
But you're at that point,
they
I
were
can
down
tell.
2-0,
Right.
and they forced a game 7. And we actually bought in that they have home ice
It's
for
just
game
very
7.
disappointing. I just want them to get past. I just want to see them play the Pens.